You see, when it comes to anime, overpowered anime characters don't like to sit all quiet, alone in the corner of the room, minding their own business. They have to be flashy, flaunting those abilities that can give God himself a run for his money, because the writer hates all the other characters a little too much. But things aren't always like that, and as you know on this channel, we're always trying to bring something new to the table, and today is just another one of those days. An MC showing his true power during the battle? You're telling me anime like that exists? Well, you're in luck, since we've got not one, not two, but 10 of the anime series, where the MC shows his true power during the battle and blows everyone away. So, let's have a look at some of the most OP power spikes we've seen in anime history. 10. God Eater. An anime based on a video game can't be good. Well, you haven't had a look at God Eater then. And with 𝐜𝐴 being the one bringing the show to life, just what can stop the show from becoming a masterpiece overnight? Follow a post-apocalyptic setting, as the origami make it hard for you not to point out the similarities between this underrated and equally overrated Attack on Titan have in common. Some of the crispest animation anyone has ever seen, God Eater puts Linka to work as he thrives to break his limits and unlock that power spike that would wipe these monsters from the face of the planet he's so in love with. Sure, the combat and everything is the best the show has to offer, but characters give it their all, while becoming literal gods all of a sudden. It's a little too sweet now, isn't it? Let's make this title as hyped as the Titan universe that people can't stop talking about. 9. Chain Chronicle. Another one of those video game adaptations that people love to hate on. You're sure starting to wonder whether the name of the video doesn't fit the context at all. But Chain Chronicle shows you a world that's beautiful and grand at the same time, with the show bringing a side to royalty that we haven't seen in a lot of shows before. Sure, 𝐜𝐴 has its share of wars and battles, ready to get any action head glue their eyes to the screen. But with the anime pulling up the ace up its sleeve, all of a sudden, these monsters won't be the only thing any of us would have our hands full with. 𝐴RM is literally about 𝐴RM his way through the universe that the anime is based in, and with a lot of foes to serve as the perfect target for him to pull off those moves, Chain Chronicle is a must-watch for any fantasy action fan out there. 8. 𝐒𝐴𝐴. You have no idea how unexpectedly one can become the almighty in an anime if you haven't come across this title before. Do try sleeping in the freezer for a couple of days and seeing for yourself whether this is an OP way to become a god in a world of mere mortals though. Sounds fun. But seriously, don't try it. The unknown and the worlds having a chemistry that brings the best the show has to offer, seeing these kids rename and reshape the meanings of a friend and a foe would have you question the title itself. The anime's got the perfect action sequences to add life to the plot that it tries its hardest to kill over and over again. But as we learn more and more about this world and the lot of characters the show brings to the table, 𝐒𝐴𝐴 becomes an experience we want to have more than just once, for the show deserves a lot more praise than what it's gotten over the years. 7. Witchcraft Works. Well, in case you think that your crush would be out of your reach your entire life, then let this anime teach you how a miracle can turn things around for you even in a situation like that. Ayaka Kagari could make anyone forget about blinking for a minute or so, since the girl is as perfect as it gets when it comes to anime. But Honoka doesn't seem to care much, even loathing how others put her up on a pedestal when she's nothing but a human like everyone else. Haha Honoka, how wrong are you going to turn out? With the idol suddenly transforming into the guardian angel that Honoka has had all this while, making the anime do a total flip-flop, leaving all the viewers astonished as to what they just witnessed. But that twist only made the show much more interesting than it already was going down in anime history as one of the most unexpected developments there are. The battle's only getting started. 6. 𝐜𝐴TE. I'm pretty sure you've seen this otaku's nerdy mug, because the internet sure had more than enough of this guy's word on its feed. Seeing the anime pull off something similar to the likes of Darker Than Black and World Trigger is already a treat, made even sweeter by the unique touch the show gives to the whole setting. Seeing the otaku Itami Yuji and the self-defense forces tackle the predicament in the best way possible, only to go deep into this undiscovered realm, is action and adventure at its best, and brings with it that mystery dose that would have any fan head over heels for the title in question. It's truly been a while since we last saw the squad having all those adventures, and a sequel to the story would be just the thing we've all been waiting for. Venture with one of the anime's favorite otaku on a quest he himself isn't sure about the outcome of. 5. Ino Battle. A club meeting, making everyone acquire out-of-this-world abilities, calls for an emergency meeting for every club out there this instant. But when you've left with the short end of the stick, there isn't much there is to the situation now, is it? At least at the start, that is. Jirai is at a complete disarray, since witnessing everyone around him playing with the best Supernatural has to offer is making him insecure of his very existence. But even disregarding the fact that no one cares where they got these powers from all of a sudden, there must be a reason why the guy ranks rather high on the list, and only time will tell what this useless power truly means. Because with the Supernatural now added into the mix, a protagonist with nothing but the weakest ability out there should have his spot stolen from him rather soon. 4. Tokyo Ravens. It might come as a surprise to most of you how this anime gave the Second World War what it had been missing all this time. Seeing the Onmyodo, magic, seeing every other weaponry, seeing nothing but toys at best, Tokyo Ravens sure picks up the pace with the great spiritual disaster changing reality itself for Tokyo. But times have changed, and today the magic that led to destruction and havoc is being utilized for the benefit of mankind. Sounds like the perfect ending and the start of the fairy tale. Well, hold your horses, since with another problem child added again to recreate that scene from history, someone has to take matters into his own hands to prevent it all from going in vain. With words and promises driving your actions and behavior, and the show displaying how important it is to have bonds dearer to us than our own selves, Tokyo Ravens is magic, action, and just wholesomeness at its best. And with the anime having a lot to offer, let's get busy. 3. Ore Twin Tail ni Narimasu. Well, if you thought that the video was missing out on the weird elements we love to have every now and then, Ore Twin Tail is here to the rescue, since with its share of tales that it brings to the table, no one's going to be able to keep a straight face throughout the entirety of its runtime. 𝐒𝐻𝐽 and the others are here to kick some alien ass, since these ET beings could make anyone punching the screen in an instant at most. Comedy and fetishes meet anime transformations in this show, where the most normal and simple of concepts are presented in such a way that you can't write it off as another ecchi show that's about to go down the drain pretty soon. Do keep in mind that the anime might be a bit weird for a lot of you, but see it to the end since this is one hell of a unique show. 2. Guilty Crown. With an opening that's still fresh in our heads despite that the anime ended ages ago, Guilty Crown is without a doubt a cult classic at this point. Seeing the beautiful animation deliver some of the best OSTs anime has to offer, while the characters make most of the setting that the show is based on, it's one of the OGs never getting old, ever. Shu could never forget that fateful day, the one that changed his life for the better, and for the worse, at the same time. Seeing the duo come across challenges while never failing to amaze us at every point is what makes the show such an amazing work of art in the first place. The action is so on point that it could give all these new kids a run for their money real soon, and with the mysteries transforming the title into something completely different down the road, Guilty Crown isn't a show you can count out just because it has more than just a few years to its name. 1. Hataraku Mao-sama. Satan-san, so glad to have you back, sir. Man, if there's one perfect show out there, that this title definitely is one of the picks to choose from. Seeing Sadao Mao speak gibberish all of a sudden to make our heads spin faster than the apparatus we see in those NASA labs to the guy willing to stoop down to the level of mere mortals, working in none other than the OG Mickey D's, if it raises the possibility to return to the empire he once loved to blow to smithereens. Comedy and parody gets real in this what-if Satan story, since getting acclimatized to the world where the inhabitants themselves haven't been able to crack the code puts the Satan at an even bigger disadvantage. But the guy hasn't lost it one bit, and with his demonic powers and allies there to assist him in making his vile dreams a reality, Hataraku Mao-sama is definitely a show that deserves a sequel soon. And those were the top 10 anime where the MC shows his true power during the battle. Tell us in the comments below which one's your favorite, and in case we missed someone you think deserves a spot on the list. Goodbye and take care.